Hear me, dearest one. The problems you're going through, do you know they can bring out the best in you? I have a friend, he's tormented with a broken marriage and 2 young kids, and he sees little of them, and he's a wonderful chap. And he's stressed, and the words are pouring out when I'm with him about, quite honestly, the injustice of it and the way his ex is not treating him at all well, and possibly is not treating the kids as well as he's concerned about. And he feels harassed and stressed. I so want him to have the peace of the assurance of God's love. Don't get me wrong, in his mind, he's a most earnest follower. I mean, you would classify him as, what do you call it, a nonconformist Christian. Or rather, a very conforming Christian to the nonconformist church. You know what I mean? But very Pentecostal and very sincere and very much in earnest. And well, I feel almost harassed by his religion. He is rescued by it. Such rescue as he has in the situation is much from his religion. But you know, that story of Jesus and John 17 has so much more in it that could... Well, I want him to be relaxed and at absolute peace amidst the trial that he feels he's in. You know, the assurance of God is ideally a great letting go of concern and stress, because you really are trusting it to God. You've seen the goodness of God, and you realize your relationship to him, in terms, say, of the Jesus story, that he's your all-powerful, loving God. The world might stress over this situation that you're in, but you have absolutely no need to at all. You're going to utterly trust. Not in the situation, not even in the outcome, but in your heavenly Dad. That you may enter into the peace and the joy that Jesus is talking about. I'm not on a course of rebuke here. I'm saying that he has an opportunity, though he doesn't realize it. Don't seem to get through on it, but he has an opportunity of recognizing the utter blessing of this situation instead of treating it as a curse and a battle to be overcome, and, you know, what else can I do to put this right? God has it right. It is a blessing. Yes, you cannot see it. We're clear on that. What's that got to do with it? You've seen enough of the goodness of God in your life to trust him. Do it. Every time a lack of trust comes into your mind, a stress, a concern, you just throw it back and say, thank you, God. We don't follow it, but I certainly trust you for it. Do You see, in the midst of the storm, you can be transcendent. We are in the kingdom of heaven, not the world. We are with Jesus in the story where he is. I pray not for the world, but for those whom thou hast given me out of the world, that they may be where I am, and behold my glory, the glory that I had with you before the world was. And they had too. We are all children of God, our heavenly Dad who loves us. There is no stress. There is no concern. I thank God for everything I am conscious of, and I try to be conscious of all that is good and lovely. And if anything else gets in as well, I thank God for it, because he is an all-powerful God that loves us, not just me, but my kids and my ex and every other life form in every universe, in every time, in every dimension. That is my God. And to trust in anything less is inferior as I see it, until he shows me in the depth of my being anything to the contrary. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.